The following video is not made for kids under 13. If you are not 13 years old, please exit out of the video now. And please, YouTube, do not sue me. Sup guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was Pyra and Mythra's Driver. This is part 9. In the last part, Izuku, fought against Sanomu during the USJ arc and tried to give it everything he's got until a certain green light enveloped him and Mythra, with him having a third sword for one split second. After that, he soon awakened a second blade. And with that said, let's get into this. With Izuku still freaking out, saying, "Wait, your name is Jin?" And saying, "Yes. And so, you're my driver now. What's your name?" As Izuku says, Izuku Midoriya, as soon after saying, "So you already have another blade already?" As saying, "Hi, my name's Pyra. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jin." As Jin saying, "Same. So where am I? I've never seen this kind of area before, as it's nothing but just a basically a suburban, area where full of houses and apartments around them." As Izuku saying, "Would you believe me telling you that you're not on all rests?" As saying, "What do you mean?" As Pyra soon explained his situation. As soon after 10 minutes later, Jin says, "So I'm not on all rest. And in this world, humanity has abilities called quirks, where where basically 80% of the population has them, but the other 20%, that being you, Izuku, am I right?" As Izuku says, "Yeah, that's me, are quirkless." "I get it. I guess I get it now. So, I guess I'm your new quirk, alongside Pyra, as I'm a blade created by the architect, a personal blade created by the architect." As Jin says, "So, you're an Aegis." As Pyra saying, "Wait, an Aegis? What do you mean?" As the only thing I can remember is that the name Aegis was something created by the architect, a blade that would be a shining beacon of his divine light, or divine wrath. That's all I know." As Izuku saying, "Wait, Pyra, Mythra, are the two of you supposed to be?" As Mythra soon comes out saying, "Like the hell I know. All I know is that we've been created by the architect, and that's it. And we're not like other blades." As Jin asks, "What do you mean?" "Well, unlike normal blades, I won't lose my memories or go back into a core crystal after. And not only that, even if I'm destroyed, I won't lose my memories. I'll just simply disappear." As Jin saying, "I see. That's quite the predicament in a way." As then, I guess in a way I'll protect both of you in a way. As Izuku saying, "What?" "As your blade, Izuku, I will do anything I can to protect you. And also, that would also make me your new quirk as well. So, I guess we better get training. Probably tomorrow." As Izuku says, "Wait, but I got school tomorrow." As Jin saying, "School? Place of learning. Alright then. We can do that afterwards." Besides, if you plan on using my sword in battle, you'll need to learn how to truly wield it. Because I'm not as easy to handle as Mythra. As Mythra here says, "What the hell did you say?" "I swear to God, I'm going to." As Izuku says, "That's enough, Mythra. Let's not argue with each other." As Jin saying, "Well then, follow your lead, Izuku." Soon after, Izuku, Mythra, and Jin arrive at his place, with Izuku's mother welcoming them both, but was unexpected to see Jin. As she begins wondering, "Izuku, did you bring a friend over?" As Izuku began saying, "Don't worry, Mom. This is another aspect of my quirk. He's another quirk. He's another sentient version of my quirk." As she's saying, "Oh, really? Again?" As she's now freaking out like crazy, thinking that this is insane. As soon after, Jin saying, "Hello, Miss Midoriya. My name is Jin. And as your son's new version of his quirk, I vowed to protect him with my life. As the same with you." As she's soon stunned and surprised about Jin's kind words and soothing voice, she just basically lets it go. As Mythra gets kind of pissed, gets kind of annoyed, and Izuku is kind of shocked and wondering how that this was just settled so easily without fully explaining. With that, Izuku also hoping that the school will allow him another school uniform, but male this time. As Izuku is wondering how is he going to explain this to everyone else in Class 1A, because it's going to be crazy once he does. The next day, as their break ends, Izuku arrives to UA and gets into class alongside both Pyra and Jin. As they walk in, soon after, Ochako notices Izuku walking in and says, "Hey, Izuku, Pyra, how are you guys doing?" As you doing fine. Soon after, Jin walks in as well, with Ochako surprised, wondering on who Jin is, alongside Ida as well, and also everyone else in Class 1A, as they're wondering if he is an intruder on grounds. As Izuku tries to explain that he's part of my quirk, as they all scream out, "What?" Soon after, Kendo soon thinks, "Okay, Midoriya, I know that it's having a female as your quirk is one thing, but then this guy, I'm surprised." As Jin says, "My name is Jin. It's a pleasure to meet Izuku's classmates when I first awakened." As they wonder, "Awaken? My quirk awaken." Turns out he just awoken. My quirk allows me to create other sentient versions of my power. As Izuku's trying to play this off easy. As Bakugo soon hears us saying, "This is literal bullshit. There's no way in hell that can be literal true. There's just no goddamn way." As Pyra saying, "But it kinda is. Izuku was able to create me because of his quirk, create me of his power, mostly because he couldn't handle it, so we were created. Isn't that right, Jin?" As Pyra nudges Jin with her shoulder and says, "Of course, he's grown. It just shows that Izuku has grown stronger and creating me in the process." Soon after, everyone in Class 1A, basically accepts this, thinking that Izuku's quirk has grown a lot more stronger and has developed way much more. With that, Bakugo still gets pissed off, If that's the case, he's more pissed off that Izuku is way much stronger than he was before. And first, he was able to defeat a powerful villain. Now he has a new sentient quirk that just pisses him off even more. After that, Aizawa soon comes in with basically one broken arm, but he's not fully bandaged like a mummy. As Mina soon says, "Oh, Mr. Aizawa, are you okay? You sure you should be teaching?" "It's just a broken arm, Ashido. I'm fine. Right now, I have to focus on giving you information that's important, so my well-being doesn't matter." As soon after, he notices Jin and was about to prepare basically uses his, scarf to tangle up Jin and rip. However, Jin was able to cut through his scarf easily with just a single slash and a blink of an eye, as he thinks, "What the hell? How did..." As Izuku says, "Wait, Mr. Aizawa, he's another variant of my quirk that just became sentient." As he's saying, "Midoriya, are you serious?" Jin soon walks up to Aizawa and soon says, "It's true. I am Izuku's second variation of his quirk that became sentient. Just like Pyra and Mythra, I am the same. However, if my presence if you do feel offended about my presence, then I will leave, if that's the case." As Aizawa soon says, "Whatever. Midori, I guess this is the reason why you called the school yesterday, why you needed a second male student outfit." As Izuku soon scratches his head, as Pyra's saying, "We will take full responsibility for anything that Jin does. We swear." As Pyra says this and bows her head, and saying, "Oh, whatever. At any rate, take your seats right now." After that, both Izuku and Pyra take a seat, with Jin basically hanging in the back with his arms crossed. As Aizawa soon gets back to what he was talking about, and that being the UA Sports Festival. As everyone hears this and gets hyped about it, as soon after he activates his quirk, and then everyone settles back down, with everything going with him saying the sports festival is the perfect chance to show your skills to the world. That once you graduate from UA, you'll have to join an agency, become a sidekick, and then build your way up. That's up to you. Soon after, Pyra soon raises her hand as saying, "Midoriya's quirk, Pyra, right? Was it?" As saying, "Yes. Can I ask, is it right to actually have the sports festival during this time of year after what happened 2 days ago?" After that, everyone in class soon stares at Izuku and Pyra, thinking, "Oh no." At that saying, as I can see where you're coming from, and given that you are a sentient quirk, you must be thinking what Midoriya must be thinking, which makes sense. Normally, in a situation like this, we would cancel. However, if we do, it shows that the villains can get under our skin easily. So, starting next week, we'll have extra security for the sports festival. Only certain people are allowed to come, but certain people, however, they would have to be the ground to be thoroughly watched by pro heroes, not just by school staff as well. Does that answer your question, Pyra? As she's saying, "I see. I just wanted to ask for Izuku's sake, that's all. And for everyone else's sake as well." As Izuku begins blushing and feeling quite embarrassed, as Jin soon laughs, saying, "She almost acts like an overprotective girlfriend in a way. Makes sense, since she was his first blade after all." After that, Aizawa soon tells him that even so, it's time to work on classes. With President Mike soon step in, telling that it's time for English. After that, they now have a break for lunch with both Mina and Toru with walking up to Jin, and Mina saying, for a sentient quirk, you're pretty good looking in a way. And Toru saying, good looking, he's downright handsome. As Jin saying, well, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Any rate, if you excuse me, ladies, I have to go to Izuku. As Jin walks over to saying, so, I'm guessing that is it. Well, I still got lunch, Jin. Can you understand? Alright, well, I was wondering, are you hungry since after yesterday? Saying, well, soon after, his stomach begins growling, saying, quite a bit in a way. After that, Mythra soon comes out saying, wow, that's unsurprising. I mean, didn't you get quite a bit when you were with Izuku and I yesterday? As, well, I didn't want to be inconvenient to Izuku's mother, that's all. Alright, you two, don't fight. Not again. I'm not trying to deal with that. With Izuku dealing with his own problems, he failed to notice that Ochako is trying to pump herself up for the sports festival, saying that she's going to do her best. Right after that, Jin felt unease as Izuku said, Jin, you okay? There are many people outside. I just wanted to let you all know if you felt like leaving. So, if you feel like be on your guard. As Jin says this, Aoyama soon opens the door since his desk is closest to the exit of the class, and soon sees like there are tons of people in the entrance of class 1A. As Shoji soon comments, wow, that's surprising. I didn't even need to use my quirk, and yet he noticed right off the bat. That's quite the sensing from a sentient quirk, Midoriya. As Izuku gets a bear saying, nice work, Jin. How did you know? I can tell that well, it's just a simple ability of mine. I'm able to sense people's presence easier and a lot more faster than a normal person can. I've noticed that there were so many people gathered around the door soon after class ended, while everybody was basically talking to themselves before leaving. As soon after, Bakugo gets annoyed, saying, God damn, seriously, what a pain in the ass of a sentient quirk. As he tries getting out of the door, so he won't blow up too much, as he soon yells out, move it, extras, now! After that, everyone both outside of Class 1A and inside Class 1A begins freaking out over Bakugo's outburst. Even Ida's saying, you can't just call somebody an extra like that. As Mythra's saying, he always blows up like that. It really is annoying. Try and control your anger, Bakugo, for Christ's sakes. As Bakugo gets annoyed and pissed off. Soon after, a person with spiky orange purple hair soon comes up saying, wow, the way you talk, is everyone in Class 1A pompous like you, or are you the exception? Especially with the girl with the blonde hair. As we came to see the competition and see a couple of students that fought against actual villains, with a guy with white hair and with sharp teeth saying, hey, I'm from Class 1B, just across the hall, and we wanted to see how you guys fought against villains the other 2 days ago. So what happened? But now I just see that some of you may be just pompous and arrogant. As soon after, Shinso begins saying, well, it doesn't matter. Everyone, just like the hero course, The general studies, support course, and business course will be taking place during the sports festival. And doing that, most of us wanted to go into the hero course as well, but had to choose a different track because we weren't hero material. But that can all change during the sports festival. You see, certain spots can open up if certain people have qualifications better than the hero course in a way. So it only makes sense that you should watch your back, because you can be out of his class in a blink of an eye. After saying that, a couple people in class 1A began feeling uneasy as Jin notices the tension in the air and actually walks up to Shinso as Izuku's saying, "Wait, Jin, what are you?" "I understand where you're coming from. I can tell in your voice that you have resentment for many people in this classroom. However, have you ever met them in person? Have you ever talked to them? You can't say such words to them and expect people not to feel aggressive towards you as well. It's only natural." As Shinso began feeling confused, who the heck are? Listen, I can tell that you're trying to work hard for something, but is this the way to do so? To antagonize people, to make them feel like they have no reason but to hate you? I feel like that's not the way of a hero should be. Not the way that Izuku has said. As Izuku feels kind of, honored that Jin speaks so highly of the kind of hero that Izuku wants to be. A hero that just wants to help and save others with a smile on his face. After that, a couple people that were crowding Class 1A's door basically began whispering about Jin, saying, I thought, hey, he must be one of Class 1A's sentient quirk, right? But I thought it was a girl, not a dude, not a handsome dude. As a couple girls saying, he's pretty handsome and good looking at that. As soon after, everyone in door begins dispersing, with everyone in Class 1A leaving now. After that, Izuku still, thanks, Jin. You're awesome, you know that. And I just gave out my own honest opinion, that's all. As saying, you're way too honest, in a fact. As saying, well, you're the same way, Mythra, but unlike you, I'm more considerate about other people's feelings. As saying, what the hell do you say? Come on, do the two of you just really like arguing with each other, or is this just me? As Ida and Ochako are just standing there, feeling like they're watching their own personal drama right in front of them. As Izuku says, I apologize for them, guys. I really mean it. As Ida is saying, no worries. I guess it is hard to get sentient quirks under wrap due to yourself. As Ochako is saying, I'm still surprised that you got another sentient quirk besides just Pyra and Mythra. I guess it just shows on how strong and how cool you're going to be when you become a hero. As Izuku begins being blushing from all the comments, as Mythra saying, so, Uraka, why do you want to be a hero so badly? As Izuku saying, wait, Mythra? As she began rubbing her head, the back of her head, she's saying for the money. As both Ida, Izuku, and soon after Pyra just came out of and basically switched places with Mythra, saying, money? So you're just in it to just get rich? As she's saying, well, yeah, but she goes into detail why she wants to be rich. She basically wants to help out her family, both financial problems, and give them a comfortable life to live. If she helps people while helping out her family and supporting them, then she's glad. That's why she wants to be a hero so badly, and why she wants to be part of a top agency and do her best in the sports festival to be noticed. As Izuku hears this and says, "Uraka, I'm cheering you on. I want to give it everything you got as well. Give it everything you got during the sports festival." As Pyra's saying, "Yeah, we'll be rooting for you. We may go against each other during the sports festival, but that doesn't mean we don't believe in your dream. That doesn't mean we won't believe in you and say that you got it. You got this." As Ochaka's saying, "Thanks, guys." As they talk, Jin soon thinks to himself, she has a pure heart, the same as Izuku. As I walk through this world, I can sense that there are some people who act heroic, but don't really have a heart of purity. But when I see Izuku and this girl, Ochaka Uraka, maybe there is hope for them, for this world after all, if people like them can become heroes. As Jin gives a smile and hopes and thinks for the best. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And how do you guys think about Jin being part of the story? I made him more as a sense of reason, even though he still has some resentment of humans, since he is a blade. Even though he has no memories of his past life and his past driver, he still has the experiences of dealing with twisted and selfish humans. So yeah. But even so, I hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe, which helps out my channel. At any rate, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.